omega-6. When we get an infection, we need inflammation. So if you get a virus or a bacteria attacking you, you want some omega-6 because it signals to our immune system, hey, there's inflammation here, come here and attack it. And that's how we knock out the virus or bacteria. But we already have in our diet way too much. So we have way too much omega-6. We get it from everything that's got corn in it, if you will. So we don't need more, and it causes inflammation when we have too much. It causes joint inflammation, osteoarthritis, causes inflammation in your arteries, so leads to heart attacks and strokes.
Let's talk about the ones that you like. We'll start with omega-3. These are the odd omegas again. And the first odd omega, omega-3, is sort of interesting because you can get it from two different sources. There's the source that most of us think about usually, which are flax seeds, avocados, walnuts. These are plant-based sources of omega-3s. Why is this fat so essential? Why do you like those sources?
Well, those sources are plentiful and we should be able to get it. They decrease arthritis and they decrease inflammation in your arteries. And there are two large dietary studies in the last couple of years that looked at walnuts, if you will, as a way of decreasing heart disease. And they did. They decreased recurrent heart disease and heart disease by 30%. So these are really important to get, but we can get them pretty easily from a lot of the plant-based foods.
As good as they may be in a plant source, you actually like the fish sources of omega-3s, the so-called DHA omega-3s.
Right. I wore pink, and you did too today, to remind me of salmon, if you will.
Color coordinated.
And salmon has that DHA. So omega-3 DHA is tough to get because many fish don't have it. The fish get it from the algae. Many of our farm fish are fed corn and soy meal, so they don't get it. The salmon hasn't learned to eat corn and soy meal yet. So it's a good source of it, and it decreases, it's important for your brain and your eyes because it decreases memory loss. It builds your hippocampus, the memory center. It helps you sleep better. And in the brain, it's a structural fat. That means it helps your nerves conduct faster. So Mehmet, you're a fathead. You want to be a fathead.
What a friend. What a friend.
60% of our brains are fat, and 50% of that fat is DHA, and it's needed to conduct things faster and for us to remember. And it's tough to get. So I get it. I make sure I get it as a supplement. When we were younger, we wanted 600 milligrams a day. As we get older, we want 900 milligrams of DHA. So if you get it as a supplement, look not just for fish oil, but look for 900 milligrams of DHA.
So Michael's a world expert in this area. He's actually the leader actually of the scientific advisory committee for a DHA fish oil supplement. There's another omega that we're not going to talk about much because it's brand new. It's the omega-5. It's found in things like pomegranate oil. There's a recent study that shows it might be helpful in breast cancer risk, but we need a lot more information on it. Let's talk about omega-7. This is a odd omega that's gaining a lot of popularity. Where do we get it from?
So you get it from macadamia nuts and anchovies. In the randomized study, the people who got it got less liver fat, got better insulin uptake, so fewer chances of diabetes, lower LDL cholesterol, higher HDL cholesterol, lower triglycerides, and their marker of inflammation, C-reactive protein, which is a marker we always use for inflammation, plummeted. So it really bore out, if you will, and it is a healthy fat that seems to decrease all or many of the risk factors of heart disease.
The last odd fat, omega-9s, are the backbone of the Mediterranean diet. It's olive oil. That's how we normally would get it. Why is it so vital?
Well, olive oil does exactly that. It does the exact same thing as walnuts, but we don't know whether it's complementary or it's by itself. But in any case, it decreases heart disease by about 30%, and it decreases your LDL cholesterol as well. So in other words, it's another food, olive oil, that seems to be delicious and nutritious and good for us, healthy for us.
And how do you pick the right olive oils? Because a lot of them are adulterated.
Right, so a lot of the European olive oils are now adulterated. They're essentially vegetable oils that they put a little coloring in, put a new package in and send it. There are two olive oils that haven't been adulterated, the ones from Turkey and the ones from the United States. So you're from Turkey, if you will. So those are good country. Those are Turkey and the United States have olive oils, so look for those labels on the olive oil.
This gets sort of dense for a lot of folks. In your own life, what's the single most important omega fat you have to have? Can you reduce it to one idea?
So you can't reduce it to one. because there are at least 3 different ones, that is 3, 7, and 9 you want. If I had to pick only one, it would be the DHA. I'm getting old, so I want my memory and eyesight to be intact. DHA 900 milligrams.
You go to DrOz.com for a printable chart on the omegas that you need. You can take it to the store when you go to buy them. We'll be right back.